And good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Fox Communities Credit Union live stream high school football game of the week, featuring the Little Chute Mustangs and the Hortonville Polar Bears. I'm Jonathan Krause along with Zach Morris. YouTube, nice enough to get us on the air here tonight, so we're able to bring you a game. Our apologies for last week's missed broadcast, but we do have football for you tonight here at Hortonville. In case you were wondering, this originally was supposed to be Hortonville versus Wausau East, and then on Monday, Wausau East decided they didn't want to play football anymore this fall. So we had Hortonville manage to get Little Chute, who lost their opponent. It was supposed to be Denmark this week, and they were not able to have a game either. So these two teams getting together and deciding that they will play here tonight. For Little Chute, a bit of a step up as you look at a much larger enrollment at Hortonville than they have here in Little Chute. But we were talking with their head coach here just informally up in the box before the game. And he says his teams are ready to go, and their kids are looking forward to this challenge. We did have a chance to talk with head coach Ben Stump from Hortonville. Maybe we'll bring you that at halftime here as the teams are just being introduced. Anthem has been played. And we're getting ready for a football tonight. We can tell you that we do have the starting lineups for the Little Chute offense. Kate Van Asten is at quarterback, returning from getting nicked up last week. Tanner Effa and Nolan Lamers will be starting with him in the backfield. Carson Weingard, Tate Huss, starting wide receivers, and Carson Buckholz, the junior tight end. Kyle Vanden Lygroff, Cannon Kircher, Jackson Wiegand, Matthew Jansen, and Sammy Zamudio round out the offensive starters along the line for head coach Ted Evans. So, as mentioned, we are just getting set here for the start of this evening's game. Little Chute was the one who won this, and they've elected to receive to start the game. They are in white, Hortonville in home in red. And it's senior night here at Hortonville as well. You'll hear from Coach Stump at halftime what the seniors on this team have meant for this program. Back deep to return is Mason Stino. He's the one inside his own 5-yard line. And handling the kicking duties for Hortonville is Drew Klein, a 5'9", 145-pound junior. So we are all set to go. Thank you for joining us here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream tonight. Zach getting some final touches done over there. He'll be joining us here on the color in just a bit. And a nice catch there at the 2. Got some room across the 15. And finally wrapped up, brought down to about the 22-yard line. So that's where Little Chute will begin again under quarterback Kate Van Asten, returning from injury last week. Hortonville on the year is 2-2 coming into tonight's contest. As far as the weather goes, north wind here tonight, so Little Chute will be going into the wind in the first quarter.
But it's a lot better than what teams experienced last week.
It's a lot better than what we experienced, too. There's no sleet in the forecast tonight. So they'll come out of the pistol with the offset wing. Man coming around the end is Tate Huss, and he finds a little bit of room out across the 30. Flags did fly in behind the play, usually in the area of perhaps an illegal formation or 2-minute motion is the call. So Little Chute to get bumped back 5 yards on their first possession. Bring up his first down and 15.
So an interesting moment here, Jonathan, as we learned during pregame that it's senior night for a lot of these players for Hortonville. So it's an interesting feeling where you imagine your senior night to be very loud. You have the whole student, which you got enough students here to get close to what the actual senior night would be in a non-COVID year.
Not really seeing a lot of social distancing in the student section. So this time they'll go with the pistol look. Dropping the ball in the backfield was Van Asten, and now he's forced to scramble his way out toward the 15-yard line. So gaining, actually losing 2 more yards. And it'll bring up a third down and 17 now for the Mustangs. And looks like Van Asten may be the player who's down. Nope, one of the offensive linemen. And that is Matthew Jansen, the starting guard, 5'9", 225-pound junior. Looks like he may have been rolled up on. So we'll stop the action here. We'll wait for him to be helped out. Usually by this time of year, we would be looking at a final week of the regular season, and we'd be talking about some of the tournament seeding that came out or would be coming out, arguing about who should be in what division and who should be getting home games. Instead, we'll have one more week of regular season play next week, and then a couple of, I guess you could call them playoff games in the region.
And it's very strange because you're normally talking about how well is Kimberly, Fond du Lac winning those matchups, and wait, those teams aren't even playing.
Nope. Yeah, it's wide open this year. No Kimberly. All right, so here comes Little Chute now, looking at a third down and 17 from their own 15-yard line. Van Asten takes the snap, and they'll just run a little draw play and a little bit of room out across the 25-yard line. Ball carriers Nolan Lamers, a 6', 180-pound senior running back.
Appears that was second down with the penalty.
Oh, that's right. Yep. So third down now, looking at 3rd and 7.
And a good play for Little Chute, just the fact that you were looking at a situation, you almost lost the ball in a fumble, you're so far behind. Now it's a 3rd and manageable compared to what first down was.
This is pretty much the standard set here for the Mustangs, that offset wing and then the pistol formation. Van Asten has time, and slot receiver a little bit behind him, incomplete. Pass was intended for Carson Weingard, a 6'2", 170-pound senior. So technically a 3-and-out for Little Chute, and they'll be forced to punt here on their first possession.
And you'll take that as a win for Little Chute, knowing that you were in that situation where you could have lost the ball deep in your own territory. Now your defense has a chance to at least get the ball back for you.
Tate Huss is the punter for Little Chute. Back deep to receive is Parker Lawrence, standing at his own 40. Low side spinner. And it'll be down to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position here for the Polar Bears on their first possession of the night. Their quarterback is Sam Dodd. On the season, he has attempted 84 passes, completed 37 of those for 691 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. The starting receivers, you got Parker Lawrence, TJ Payne, and Aiden Leist. So Hortonville will come out in their spread look. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the top, and then that wing offset to the left. And they'll run the little in around here with Drew Jote. Check that with Chase Hughes. And gets his way out to about the 42-yard line, gaining 2 on first down to bring up a second down and 8. Oh, going to give him a little more than that, all the way out to the 43-yard line.
Last time we were here with the video stream, Joey D and I were here, and Hortonville just struggled to get past the 50-yard line, and that was just showing you how the surprise that DC Everest has been all season long. So good start here right now, nearing midfield after 1 play.
This time they'll work trips to the right, 1 receiver to the top, and then 1 lone back in the backfield as Dodd awaits the snap. Rolling near side. Finds his man underneath. Pass caught there by Ben Bulow, the 6'1", 200-pound fullback. And Bulow a little bit slow to get up there as he got chopped on the tackle. Crew came out, but he's going to stay in, but looking gimpy. So a completion there was for about 5 yards, brings up a 3rd down and 2 now for the Bears.
Shows the toughness because when it's colder, when you're playing, especially on turf, those injuries start to pile up throughout the season.
And again, it was a situation where a lot of these kids came into the year not even sure if there was going to be a season or not. So preseason training suffered. Trips left this time. Dodd takes a snap. He'll roll left. Going to try to keep it himself across midfield. Breaks a couple of tackles and then is brought down at the 42-yard line. Coming up from the safety position to make the tackle is Andrew Rohde. But it's a first down for the Polar Bears into Little Chute territory for the first time tonight on their opening drive.
It's good to see how patient he was, too, because he was looking for the open player to, but patient enough to see where the rushers came through the lanes and had a good chance for a first down and then many yards after that.
Dodd doesn't run much. He only had, he has 16 attempts on the season. Let's make it 17. A little motion along the line there, but Little Chute able to get back. Big hole as across the 35-yard line goes Joe Fisher. So, quick pickup of 7 again. Second down and 3 coming up. Hunter Strange, by the way, the ball carrier there, 28, not 38.
It's the opening drive you'd want, especially the way your defense held the first set downs on defense, and now you're looking at a great chance to come out with some points.
Yep, started with a good field position at their own 40. Now inside the Little Chute 35. Man in motion was moving towards the line, but they got away with it. As pounding forward again is Strange, and you'll have the first down out across the 30 inside the 29-yard line. Should be Hortonville controlling the trenches here tonight. They are a little bit bigger along the line. This time they'll come 2 receivers to the boundary side. One at the top, pistol formation. And they'll hammer it again straight ahead with Strange. Only about 2 this time. Among those in on the tackle was Sam Zamudio, a 6', 220-pound junior for the Mustangs.
Big set of downs here for the Mustangs. You want to make sure that they're outside of the 20 because you never know how good your kicker is for each team. And then you want to add the cold weather. Does that ball get a little bit harder to kick? If you keep them out of the 20, you feel pretty good. So this set of downs is huge right now for Little Chute.
Hortonville is working with the wind behind them, so that would make any kick attempt a little bit easier. Second down and 8 here for the Polar Bears. Dodd will hand it off, and trying to come to the near side, breaking a couple of tackles is Chase Hughes inside the 25-yard line. Coming up in on the tackle was Bennett Jansen for Little Chute. Going to give him a gain of 2 on the play, make a third down and 5 now for the Polar Bears, and more than likely 4-down territory as well.
4-minute drive so far, so you're already working on the time of possession in this opening quarter.
And keeping the clock running on a cold night, Zach. I like the way you think.
Everyone wins in that situation.
2 receivers to the near side here for the Bears. Dodd, plenty of time in the pocket. He's going to try the slot receiver, and that's incomplete, overthrown. Pass attempted for T.J. Payne, a 5'10", 175-pound senior. Good bracket coverage there in the backfield, or the defensive backfield.
Not a bad idea to go for the quick strike if you're going on 4th down because Little Chute's more concerned about the first down and maybe not thinking about the end zone.
Yep. Dodd coming in from the sidelines with the plays. And the interesting thing, I've seen some of the players go to wristbands as well coming out of the huddle. So 4th down and 5 here for the Polar Bears on their opening drive. Dodd has time, goes up top, incomplete. Pass intended for Hughes, but overthrown. And Little Chute, nice defensive stand there, backed up in their own end.
Well, the Bama don't break defense worked perfectly there for Little Chute. Once they got in near the 20-yard line, they stood tough, and that's what you want to do with your offense, trying to figure out what went wrong in that first drive. Don't try to put the ball on the ground. Now you get some momentum going your way, knowing you kept the Polar Bears out of the end zone.
And we'd like to thank our sponsor tonight, Hain Meats, your local full-service meat market in Kaukauna. They're a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. For all your quality, fresh choice meat cuts, see our friends Hain Meats, 600 County KK in Kaukauna, and online to see all of their services. Go to hainmeats.com. Pass comes to the near side for the Mustangs, and caught there by Wesley Lands. Or check that by Carson Weingard. Second time he's been targeted tonight. Gain of 4 to bring up second down and 6.
Good start, just keeping the ball forward, not losing yards.
Yeah, already off to a better start there from their first drive. Again, both teams with this pistol with the offset wing, and now we have a timeout called by Little Chute. So we will take one as well. You are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union Stream Game of the Week here on The Score.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Back to live action here as Little Chute comes out of the timeout looking at a second down and 6 from their own 27-yard line. Van Asten flushed out of the pocket now and slides a little bit shy of the 35-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle for Hortonville is Ben Bulow, who plays both ways, fullback on offense, linebacker on defense. That's a hard-nosed kid.
Coach Evers noticed something that he didn't like on that play call, made the change, and there's no worries of using timeouts early in the first half. You see a lot of people complain about you got to keep all your timeouts to the end of your halftime. Hey, that play alone gave them a first down, maybe gives them the momentum they need.
Yep, first down of the night here on their second drive. Handoff as Nolan Lamers will take it off the right side and dance just across the 35. Short gain there. Going to bring up second down and about 8. Official on the near sideline telling the Polar Bears to back up. Where's the backup coach?
Do you have one in high school?
I think you have one at every level. That's one of Madden's favorite things. Where's the backup coach? Second down and 8. Van Asten working out of the pistol. Bobbles the snap. Now he's under trouble, and he's going to go down. Combination sack in the backfield. Looked like Landon Springstro, the linebacker, on a blitz, making the first contact. Also in on the play was August Maurer. He is a 6'3", 190-pound sophomore.
The snap appeared to be a little bit low, and that caused everything to slow down just a second, which if you lose a second, the production of your offense, your tackles can only hold up the pass rush for so long, and every second matters.
So now it's third down and long again for Little Chute. Looking at about 16 to get the first down. Need to get out to the 44-yard line. And Aston, deep drop, in trouble again and is sacked. Back-to-back sacks. This time it is Aiden Halsey, a 6'1", 170-pound junior who brings him down, and Little Chute will be forced to punt for the second time tonight.
And again, another low snap. I'm not sure if that's by design or that's just going to be the flow of the game because, again, he had to spend a half second, which, again, with these pass rushers and the way they are coming through the line, even that half second makes a difference of trying to get a pass off.
It's probably a little too early for me to go into my diatribe about quarterbacks never taking a snap under center anymore. So here comes the punt from Little Chute. Another wobbler, short. Nice bounce, though, as it gets finally into Hortonville territory. Penalty flag comes down on the near side. And I wonder if perhaps some of the Hortonville crew came out onto the field. So let's see what the discussion's going to be here.
Well, they had the warning, and that's what it is.
I think this is the official warning. So I don't think there's going to be any yardage marked off on this. But, again, where's the get-back coach?
So they had the friendly warning,
Yep.
and then the actual warning.
Yes. The one that goes on your permanent record.
They already got through the going 6 miles over warning. Now they're being told again, if you do it again, there will be consequences.
Second straight series that Hortonville is starting on their own 40-yard line. Failed to convert on a 4th down deep in Little Chute territory last time. Handoff and plowing forward for good yardage out across the 46-yard line is Hughes. Hortonville's running backs, they aren't big, but they aren't afraid to deliver a blow when someone's coming up to try to tackle them.
Well, if you're Little Chute now on this side of down, it's the same thing. Keep them out of the 20. Just run the same exact defense and go with that mantra.
So Dodd will work out of the pistol. Hand off again near side, putting the head down and trying to drive forward. Not a lot of room there is Hughes. Ran into Noah Craig, 5'11", 190-pound fullback. Senior for Little Chute.
So Hortonville has the advantage with the offensive line. Now, a lot of these runs are going to be 2, 3, 4-yard runs, but we already saw a running play in the last drive. They can start wearing down this defensive line to have those big runs later on.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 2. Need to get right to the midfield stripe for the first. They'll hammer it again. Hughes forward, and he reaches just across the line for the first down. Going to mark him just into Little Chute territory. Keeps the drive alive, and we'll keep the clock running as well here. I'm going to curse this, in what has been a, fast-paced first quarter here. Two receivers to the near side this time as Dodd works out of the pistol. Going to come with Hughes again near side, stumbles across midfield and down to about the 47 of Little Chute. It'll be a gain of 2, bring up 2nd down and 8. Dodd in from the sideline here with the play from head coach Ben Stump. Two receivers each side this time. Hughes the lone back next to Dodd. Little movement, but Little Chute's okay. Dodd plenty of time with the pass behind the intended receiver. That was Preston Menino, 6'1", 170-pound junior.
Hortonville not afraid to show they love the passing attack, which they'll have to get the first down on a first down pass, you would believe.
Yeah, looking at a 3rd down and 8. Clock stops here with 40.5 seconds left to go first quarter.
Big difference is their offensive line is holding the pass rush.
Yep. Trips right. Hughes, the running back, is the slot receiver here. Play fake. Dodd, plenty of time. This time connects with his receiver, and that is Bulow, the fullback. His second big catch of the night, and he's down to the 33-yard line. Keeps the clock running. We'll see if the Polar Bears decide to run one more here before the end of the period.
With so many auto choices, the
ref letting Coach Stumpf know that you do not have to run a play.
11 seconds left, and now for some reason the clock has stopped. Not sure why. Dodd play fake. He'll roll left. Running. Trying to turn the corner, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That'll be the final play of the first quarter. No score here in Hortonville. You are enjoying the Fox Communities Credit Union Stream High School Football Game of the Week.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
With so many auto choices, the hardest part is picking out the one you want. The easiest part is getting an amazing rate on an auto loan from Fox Communities Credit Union. As low as 1.99% for new and used autos for up to 6 years. Have a loan somewhere else? Bring it to Fox, and we may be able to help you pay less. As low as 1.99%. Apply online at foxcu.org so you can put that auto buying experience in your rearview mirror.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Welcome back to our stream game of the week. Hortonville now going to our left here, as you can see, and the handoff. Nice tackle made in the backfield as Hunter Strange tried to come to the near side, got chopped down. So a little better showing so far for Hortonville in this one. As Zach had mentioned last time we were here, they got rolling clocked by DC Everest. All right, so this brings up a third down and long 5 here for the Polar Bears. Second possession of the game. Neither team has been able to punch one in yet. Plenty of time for Dodd. He's going to load up, go deep, and off the fingertips of the intended receiver, TJ Payne. So that'll make a fourth down. You're kind of in no man's land here, Zach. So I think we're going to see another go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, it's the same possession they had on the other side of the field on their first drive. If you get, it's kind of the same thing. Third down, they went deep and maybe try to catch the safety of the Mustangs sleeping. But a great job making sure it's a little bit tough of a pass for Hortonville. So the last play they were here in the situation, it was just short at the line of scrimmage. Just short of the first down.
Yeah, Hortonville operating into the wind here in the second quarter. They'll go trips right again. Play fake, got a man, and he can't haul it in. I think that was Ben Bulow again. Yep. Bulow's had a couple of nice catches on third downs to keep drives alive. Nope, check that. It was 80, not 30. All Aiden Leist was the intended receiver. So he's the one unable to bring it in. And again, your favorite, the bend but don't break defense of Little Chute holds up in their own territory.
That's the bend, and wow, we got lucky kind of play. As that was an excellent route by the receiver, just unable to come up with the catch.
Yep, and a good throw by Dodd, too. That's one of the longest throws you're going to see, that deep out. Put it on his receiver, just wasn't able to get it in. So here comes Van Asten again, a quarterback for Little Chute. And in motion is Carson Weingard, and they'll give it to him as the wing comes around, and he'll punch it out to about the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 on first down.
If we start to roll a few more minutes scoreless, you start to feel that whoever gets the first score is going to have the momentum because just the fact that both defenses are shutting down the opposing offense when they need to.
And let's keep in mind that we didn't know this was the matchup until Tuesday. So not a whole lot of prep could go into what tendencies are on both sides of the football. Weingard in motion again. This time they'll give it to the back, though, and he'll scamper across the 40. Now, oh, the turf monster got him. That was Nolan Lamers. Right up there with the Giants quarterback the other night, who looked like he was going to go 90 yards, and then the 10-yard line reached up and grabbed him.
Those last 10 yards are always the hardest.
You could see at about the 25-yard line he wasn't going to make it. The legs just were not going to run that fast anymore.
Well, that's a lot of things for high school quarterbacks that have those big running lanes where you look at a situation. You normally don't run that far, and you start to wonder how close to the defender next to you as well.
So Little Chute with their second first down of the night. Handoff and all kinds of trouble in the backfield as Lamers is brought down. Getting the penetration off of the left side was Tyler Schultz, a 6'6", 205-pound D lineman. We'll see what the flag is here. And if you're Hortonville, looks like Hortonville will accept the penalty. It's holding. So we'll take the 10 yards from the spot. And that turns it into now a first and about 22.
The first drive for Little Chute was dictated on a fumble. Second was on 2 sacks. And now the third, so far, appears to be a holding call.
Yeah, big holding call here. That was actually 3 yards deep in the backfield, so 13-yard penalty. Wing to the right this time. Van Asten hands it off. Again, running room for Lamers off the left side, and he gets back most of the penalty yardage there. Hammers out to about the 41-yard line.
You talk about the fact that neither team had much time to prep for their opponents, so you start to wonder, are you basically getting their vanilla offense, just standard runs, standard passes? Unlike certain plays, you know that maybe their quarterback will bite off of this, or if you watch film and, hey, this linebacker's a little bit slower to cover here.
Yep. Yeah, high school teams aren't as big a mystery as they used to be because everyone puts their stuff out on YouTube.
But when you find out on Tuesday instead of Sunday.
Second down and 13 here for the Mustangs from their own 42-yard line. Van Asten dancing around. Still got time. Little crackback block there. Pass is incomplete along the near sideline. Intended receiver was Hunter Thiel, 6'4", 180-pound sophomore tight end. So I'll bring up a 3rd and 13 now for the Mustangs. Their third possession, they haven't been across midfield yet. Jonathan Kraus and Zach Morris with you here tonight in Hortonville. Senior night, and as you can tell, we do have fans in attendance. Each player allowed to bring 2 guests for tonight's game. Little Chute also bringing fans on the far side. Van Asten out to the far side. Receiver, though, not going to be able to fight for the first down, as that was Hunter Hermes. A 6'2", 170-pound senior wide receiver. His first catch on the night. Tackle made out on the far side there by Preston Menino, one of the defensive backs. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 4, and it looks like Little Chute will choose to punt again. Tate Huss is on to handle those duties. Back deep to receive is TJ Payne.
Is this a situation you look at possibly doing a fake?
Well, here again, if you haven't had a chance to scout a team, you may not know what their punt fake is, but I think you punt and let your defense play. They've been doing okay. Little Chute with the wide split look. Right, and it is a fake. Good call there, Zach. He's not going to make it. Oh, look at this. Stays on his feet, and Huss gets across the 45 and picks it up. Hortonville wasn't that fooled. You know, the personal protectors up front really didn't block anybody.
Well, it's an interesting punting formation, which makes you believe that it's made for fakes quite often. And you're at the situation where your defense has been holding near the 30 to 20-yard line. You can take that risk.
It's made for fakes and block punts. That's what it's made for, Zach. So, Little Chute off of the trickeration, try to keep the drive going. And breaking tackles, running hard, is Nolan Lamers. Gain of about 4 there, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. Notice that Hortonville is rotating about 7 or 8 guys on their defensive line here, keeping everyone fresh. Van Asten, handoff again. This time met in the hole for no gain. Among those coming up for the tackle was August Maurer, 6'3", 190-pound junior. Check that sophomore. So now 3rd down and a long 4 coming up here for Little Chute. Still looking for that first score here tonight. Van Asten will work with the wing to the right this time. Now he'll send Weingart in motion. Takes the snap, and the pass batted away, incomplete. Oh, wait a minute. Now they're going to say it was complete. The official came in waving the arms side to side, not over the head. But they are going to say it's a good catch.
On the far sideline, it appeared that the ref saw the play. So it was towards him. Must believe he had arm or a hand at least under the ball. great catch to keep the drive going.
Hunter Thiel with the catch there, the tight end. Big conversion there by Little Chute. This is their best drive of the day at to the 31-yard line of Hortonville. Man in motion again. This time the handoff, slipping through his Lamers across the 30, and he'll pick up about 6 yards here on first. A lot easier to run your offense when it's second and short, as opposed to what Little Chute had on their first couple drives between penalties and low snaps, sacks.
And this drive did start with an offensive holding as well.
Wing left this time. Lamers again. Has room across the 20. Brought down at about the 19-yard line. Tackle made by Mason Mall, a linebacker. There's a linebacker name, Mall.
You're seeing a little bit extra energy boost now for the Mustangs after getting that fake punt and then that huge catch by the tight end. Starting to feel the momentum, starting to shift towards the Mustangs.
This time they'll go 2 receiver set left. Wing offset right. Now they send Weingart in motion again. Handoff goes to Lamers as they continue to pound the right side of that line inside the 15 and down to about the 14-yard line. Going to make it second down and about 6 here for the Mustangs.
Same goes for Hortonville, how it's been working for Little Chute. Make sure you just got to toughen up here. Don't allow the Mustangs to get in the 5-yard line, and do your best just to get this on a 4th down.
This time 1 receiver each way. It's Van Asten. Takes the snap. Lamers again off the right side. And the ball comes loose there on the tackle. And it looks like Hortonville has recovered. It's our first turnover of the game. No, they're going to say the running back was down. Ooh. Tough call there. What do you think?
Well, I'm not in the pile, so I'm going to assume that one of the referees saw his knee or shin or elbow down.
This is where I wish we could do just a little bit of a rewind here on the feed, because I think the ball was coming out there on the contact from behind before he was down. Either way, Little Chute maintains possession and is now looking at a 3rd down long 2 in definite 4-down territory. This time it's the second back. That is Stephen Hawk, a 5'9", 160-pound senior, and he will, depending on the spot, be close to the 1st down. I think he's about a half-yard short here, yep.
He came with a lot of energy. I mean, he had the extra step and then just got stonewalled at basically at the 1st down marker.
Hortonville taking a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Fox Communities Credit Union Stream Game of the Week.
Hello everybody, Barry Wood, East Wisconsin Savings Bank. Did you know that East Wisconsin Savings Bank has been serving people in our community for over 130 years? With historically low interest rates, now's a great opportunity for you and your family to take advantage and to be able to do things that you might not have been able to do before. At East Wisconsin Savings Bank, we'd love to serve you and your family next.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
Jonathan Kraus and Zach Morris with you here in Hortonville as the Polar Bears and the Mustangs of Little Chute. No score, 4th down and short coming up for the Mustangs. And for the first time tonight, a quarterback is taking snap under center. Handoff, fullback dives forward and picks up the 1st down. Simplest play in football right there. Ryan Verstegen, the fullback, 5'11", 207 senior. Hammers forward for just over a yard, and now it's 1st and goal for the Mustangs.
It's always a tough call. Do you have your fullback or your quarterback run for that yard? So you got to go 1 step back to give your fullback, but he has all that power he can give for that 1 yard.
Good push off the right side there by the O-line as well. Now back to Lamers up the middle. Tough sledding there, maybe 1 yard down to about the 7. So let's see, Little Chute is on their 3rd possession. Hortonville has 2, and we're winding inside of 4 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Coming up at halftime, we'll get you up to date on other scores that we can find. By the way, Wisconsin leads Illinois 7-0. 28 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Badgers have the ball in Illinois territory. Van Asten now getting his man up to the line. Good spot there because the right tackle was uncovered and would have been ineligible. Handoff. Lamers inside the 5 and down to about the 2-yard line. Make it 3rd down and goal. Are you thinking 4-down territory here as well?
It basically is right now because you get a touchdown. This is a situation where you have all the momentum, especially how you're feeling on defense. If you're Hortonville, if you can get a stop here in these next 2 plays, you're going to be in a tough situation for your offense, but you can just be so thrilled. All the weird plays that worked out for Little Chute, you can come out with a stop.
I formation here on 3rd down and goal from the 2. Lamers powers ahead, and he's into the end zone for our first touchdown of the night. Impressive drive here by Little Chute.
Some nice runs, including some great passes, especially for a big first down. And can't forget about the fake punt that led to this drive happening.
The fake punt that Zach called here from the booth. Extra point attempt is no good. So it'll be 6-0.
And that's why it's
Chute.
4-down territory at the 2-yard line.
I think that may have actually been short. I'm not 100% sure if that actually made it to the crossbar or not. So we'll make it 6-0 Little Chute. 2:56 left to go here in the first half. Again, a quick moving first half. And I just wanted to thank our friends at Haynes Meats, your local full-service meat market in Kaukauna, a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. For all your quality, fresh, choice meat cuts, see our friends at Haynes Meats, 600 County Highway KK in Kaukauna, and online to see all of their services, go to HainMeats.com. Hain Meat Packing, a brand of fine quality. And our thanks to those folks. I know we were going to have them with us last week before we ran into our technical issues. Handful of fans here tonight, as you can hear in the background.
Plenty of time for Hortonville to get some points on the board.
All right, 2:56. They are going into the wind here, so we'll see how that works out. By the way, the kicker is Gail Bedola, 5'9", 140-pound junior for Little Chute. He's also the one that misfired on the extra point. Kick will come down. It's taken by Hughes on the run. Trying to cut back. Now he's got room. Gets to the sideline and is knocked down at about the 43-yard line. So again, excellent starting field position for Hortonville. Their 3rd possession on the night. They've been at their own 40, and now their own 43.
Time should not be too much of a factor unless you get some sacks for Little Chute, but great opportunity for the Polar Bears to be able to get an attempt at the end zone.
Hortonville has 2 timeouts left here in the first half. Watch Hughes in the near side slot. Instead, they're going to run it. Trying to come near side, breaking one of the tackles is Strange, but gets strung out and is finally brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a little loss as well. Timothy Peters coming up from his cornerback position, a 5'8", 150-pound senior for the Mustangs.
Ran about 15, 20 yards for no gain.
Yep. I still like that look, though, where they're putting Hughes as a slot receiver against more than likely a safety or a linebacker. This time he's going to be the slot to the right. Dodd will send a man in motion, play fake to him. Then a little swing pass out again, and that's perfectly snuffed out. Little Chute playing good sideline to sideline defense here in these first couple of plays as Ryan Verstegen, the fullback, or rather linebacker, makes the tackle. And now Little Chute's going to take a timeout. They want the ball back.
Yeah, that's what happens if the first couple plays never works out for the offense. The defense is ready to get back on the field. And a great job by Little Chute, as you mentioned, just containing everything from the outside, not letting these long side plays develop into yards down the field.
So next week here on the stream, we will have for you Wrightstown against Kaukauna. Wrightstown coming into tonight's action, a perfect 4-0. Kaukauna is 3-0 on the year. So it'll be a 6:50 pregame show, 7 o'clock kick here on the Fox Communities Credit Union stream game of the week. Coming up at halftime, we'll play the interview that we had with head coach Ben Stump from Hortonville. We weren't able to bring it to you earlier because of some issues. And then we'll also have a recap, run down a few numbers, and find scores for you as well for on high school football tonight. So 3rd down and 11 for Hortonville. And again, Little Chute has one more timeout as well. So if there's going to be a sack, as there is right now, they can take another timeout.
Not the offensive set that you would like to see if you're a Polar Bear
No,
fan.
Connor Stewart getting the sack there for the Mustangs. So that'll bring up 4th down. Timeout is taken with 1:50 left to go here in the second quarter. I have to admit, I'm a little surprised that it's been this low scoring.
Yeah, two teams that where if you've been following these, how their season has been progressing, you think that this is a situation where both teams could match pretty well offense and defensively to have a nice shootout performance, maybe 28-21. But Little Chute has been in defensive battle already this year against Wrightstown.
Did we have that game on the radio?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. That's right. It's actually, we were sent notice here by the folks from Little Chute that this used to be a conference matchup. These two teams were in the same conference, different conferences.
Yeah,
all
up to
those
like in the 90s or the 80s till 2006 when they broke off to different divisions.
Yep.
And yeah, it used to be a matchup you'd see every year. And now it's rare to see this.
So back deep to receive the punt. It's Wiegman. And now Hortonville, a little rugby kick here. And that was not well executed.
We haven't seen Hortonville run their punt crew because it's been 4th and outs.
Yep. TJ Payne was handling those duties, and that almost looked to me like it was a run-kick option. If perhaps they had caught Little Chute napping there and he was able to get to the sideline, take it. If not, kick it. And that was a, let's see here, 13-yard punt.
There's a lot of yards to cover on a fake, too. I mean, it's different when you're trying to gain 7 yards compared to 13-14.
Yeah. So here comes Little Chute, chance to build on that 6-0 lead here before halftime. And Lamers again off the right side where they continue to find success. Among those clearing the way, Jackson Wiegand, a 6'1", 230-pound junior. Working off the right side. Pass near side, that is caught. And that is Hermes across the 40, fighting his way down inside the 35-yard line. Taking a couple of Polar Bears with him. First on contact there was Jaden Blondo, a 5'6", 170-pound junior.
Great job fighting for that extra yard, not just to get more yards down the field, but just to get out of bounds, give your team a little breather. And the Polar Bears tried everything they could to keep them in bounds.
Little Chute out of timeouts here, working with the wind behind them. And a minute 13 left to go in the half. Straight drop. Van Asten near side, and that's knocked away. Blanket coverage that time by Braden Gasser, a senior defensive back for the Polar Bears.
That's a play where it's like, if I can get it, this is an excellent pass. If it's incomplete, it gives us some time to get ready for the next 2 downs.
2nd down and 10 coming up here for the Stangs. Not really sure if there is field goal range based on what we saw with the extra point before. Van Asten, straight drop, steps up, has a man down the middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Little Chute. Perfectly thrown ball to Drew Chute. Is that who it was? Number 10? No, number 40. That is Carson Weingard. So that play covering 33 yards for the Little Chute touchdown. And they build on that 6-0 lead.
Great job by the tackles, securing enough time for him to look for his open man, and a great throw because once he saw him open, there was no one to stop him.
They're going to go for the deuce here. Chance to build it back up to 14. This time they'll work out of the I formation. Lamer straight ahead, met at the goal line, and does not get in. No conversion.
Ran the play similar to their touchdown for their first score.
Big collision there. Ben Bulow, the linebacker, stuffing him right at the goal line to keep it a 12-0 game. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Fox Communities Credit Union Stream Game of the Week.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Communities mean everything to Fox. It's in our name. It means giving back and moving forward through life's changes. It means evolving to give you the best personalized financial services. Fox has been here since 1937. Times have changed, but our focus hasn't. It's about our members, today and always. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Welcome back to Hortonville. Jonathan Krause, Zach Morris with you tonight here on the Stream Game, brought to you by Fox Communities Credit Union. Little Chute, 2 touchdowns late here in the second quarter to take the 12-0 lead, scoring on back-to-back drives. Now, if you're Hortonville, how aggressive do you want to be?
Well, I guess you do what every team does. You run a draw and see if that does anything for you. Maybe get some 5-10 yards, and then you decide to start passing.
Plus, Polar Bears will get the ball to start the second half as it's taken by one of the up men, and that is Hunter Strange out to about the 28-yard line. So 58.2 seconds left. And remember, Hortonville is going into the wind here in the second quarter. Seems to me that has died down from what we had earlier. It was a pretty stiff north breeze earlier this evening. Dodd coming in from the sideline here with the play. 58.2 seconds left in the period. And so you're going to go with a wing left formation here. Dodd will send a man in motion. High snap through his hands. The ball is still loose. And it is Little Chute that jumps on top of it. Holy cow.
I'm not sure if it was a snap or a situation where you're trying to do a trick play to really catch the Mustangs off guard, but you need to make sure that snap is secured because this is a disastrous situation for the Polar Bears.
I would say this is setting up Little Chute for a chance to get a third score within the last 3 minutes here of the first half.
The one benefit for the Polar Bears is you're under a minute with no timeouts for the Mustangs.
That's right. Van Asten, straight drop, has plenty of time. Now flushed, and just barely out of the reach there of Preston Menino, and he picks that one off. He might be going back the other way.
Well, that's what the Polar Bears have to do. You need to force Little Chute to be in a situation that you're going to make a risky play because you're near the end of the time, but you have to think about that pick six possibility.
Second down 10 here. 2 receivers to the right. Van Asten flushed again, and he's going to be sacked. That might leave Little Chute with one last play here before halftime. Coming in to get the sack was Nathan Ramshak, a 5'9", a 200-pound sophomore.
I would love to get the offense set with about 12 seconds to go, and then you can have 2 opportunities for 2 Hail Marys.
Yep. So they're going to try to get it here with maybe 10 at the most. Van Asten, straight drop, under pressure again. He's going to heave it near sideline, and it is caught for the touchdown. Pass is hauled in by Tate Huss. And just like that, it's 18-0. 3 touchdowns by Little Chute in the last 5 minutes of the half.
For the first 2 drives for the Mustangs, how they just struggled to get going. It's just been amazing how it flipped. And you hope, if you're a Hortonville fan, that the Polar Bears their offense can do something the same in the second half.
Yeah, pretty much the play of the game here is the fake punt, without a doubt. That has completely flipped the momentum in this game. All right, so Hortonville's going to call a timeout here.
And a great timeout, too, because they looked like they were about to kick the extra point, change the formation, because if you're going to get back into this game, and if you can stop the Mustangs on another 2-point conversion, you're in a situation where you can start catching up pretty quickly.
Making a quick check here, see how the Badgers are doing. 14-0 on top of Illinois, 9:54 left to go in the second quarter, and the Badgers just got the ball back. Not that we would want you to leave this broadcast, but you can tune in WHBY for Badger football tonight.
It's a long season. You'll catch another game. Though it is the revenge game with Lovie Smith.
Yeah. We were listening to the pregame show on the way out here, and they were talking about how it was basically a trap game for the Badgers last year. They had completely rolled Michigan State. They had Ohio State the next week, ranked in the top 10. You go to Illinois, there's 8 people in the stands. Our friend Alex Thomas is like the only person rooting for Illinois.
That's trap games in college, though. It's when you go to a team that you know you're going to destroy.
You should, yeah.
You never do.
So now, if you're Hortonville, then they're going to shift out of the extra point formation again, with Van Asten acting as the QB in the backfield. Takes the snap, and he gets brought down. No conversion. And good sportsmanship there. By the way, with the sack is Aiden Halsey. Second time we've called his name tonight for penetration and a sack. So that leaves us with about 8 seconds left to go here in the first half. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll play our interview that we did with head coach Ben Stump from the Polar Bears. Gets a chance to talk about the seniors who are being honored tonight for their final home game. We can also talk about, we'll look ahead to spring and what several of the conferences in the Fox Valley have decided to do, forming a 4-division mega conference where they'll have in-division games, cross-division games, and then first and second place teams in each of those, or the first place teams in each of those divisions will have some crossover quote-unquote playoff games. And they plan to crown, I guess you could call it either a regional or a sectional champion. So we'll run down that for you as well coming up at the
some
half.
schedules have been released for some teams. I know the Menasha Blue Jays are in this weird situation where you're playing a lot of teams you would definitely never play in a regular season.
Just be interesting to see what situation we're in here and what we can do for fans. Hits one of the up men, still loose. Now we're going to have a little lateral play here. I don't know if head coach Stump is a big fan of that. And the ball's loose again, but goes out of bounds. And that'll do it for the first half of play. At halftime, it is Little Chute 18, Hortonville nothing. You are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union Stream Game of the Week. I'm Jonathan Kraus. Me and Zach Morris will be back here in just a couple of minutes for a halftime
100
program.
years in business, thousands of construction projects, countless memories, and priceless relationships for which we are eternally grateful. But we're just getting started. The team at Myron Construction thrives on bringing dreams to life, and we're looking forward to the next century of building excellence for our clients, partners, and the community. Because building excellence isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
With so many auto choices, the hardest part is picking out the one you want. The easiest part is getting an amazing rate on an auto loan from Fox Communities Credit Union. As low as 1.99% for new and used autos for up to 6 years. Have a loan somewhere else? Bring it to Fox, and we may be able to help you pay less. As low as 1.99%. Apply online at foxcu.org so you can put that auto buying experience in your rearview mirror.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
I'm Tom Julian from the Julian Strategic Alliance Group. I'm inviting you to have my team help you develop your personal, estate, and business planning goals. Let us put together comprehensive financial strategies for your success in every season of your life. Contact us today to get started. We're right on the CE Trail in Kimberly. We can help you establish retirement income goals, work with you on your asset protection allocation, and guide you on future income growth strategies. I would like to meet with you to begin the conversation. Call us. Let's get started.
Hello everybody, Barry Wood, East Wisconsin Savings Bank. Did you know that East Wisconsin Savings Bank has been serving people in our community for over 130 years? With historically low interest rates, now's a great opportunity for you and your family to take advantage and to be able to do things that you might not have been able to do before. At East Wisconsin Savings Bank, we'd love to serve you and your family next.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
At halftime here on the Fox Communities Credit Union Stream Game of the Week, it's Little Chute on top of Hortonville, 18-0. Jonathan Krause and Zach Morris with you here tonight. And it was, for a long time, a scoreless battle between these two teams. And then it was Little Chute who finally was able to punch through and score the first touchdown of the game. Extra point failed, and that made it 6-0. Then after a quick 3 and out, including a very short punt by Hortonville, Little Chute was able to start with great field position at about their own 45-yard line, drove down again, punched in another touchdown, 2-point conversion failed on that one. And then right before halftime, inside of a minute before the end of the half, Little Chute struck for a third touchdown, 2-point conversion failed, and it made it 18-0 out of nowhere.
And basically what changed this whole game was the fake punt, which led to the first touchdown for the Little Chute Mustangs. It was a situation because it was how the defense was able to stop Hortonville inside the 30-yard line. 2 drives, having to go 4 and out, and stop on 4th down. A situation where you felt like our defense is holding, or we got to get 4 or 5 yards. Let's run a fake punt because I highly doubt the opponent is prepared for this. And as you mentioned, not much time to scout your opponent. You don't know the frequency of fake punts that Little Chute might do throughout the year. A good chance to catch someone snoozing.
Yeah, the whole first quarter was played basically in Little Chute's end of the field. They weren't able to get anything going in terms of offense. And then Hortonville drove down inside the 20-yard line on a couple of drives, but were unable to punch anything in. So looks like we're also doing, is it homecoming? Yep, I guess homecoming. I highly doubt there's a dance this year.
Gotta get everything done when you can.
That's right. All right, so I mentioned had some issues getting on the air here this evening, but we did have a chance to talk with the Hortonville head coach, Ben Stump. And I want to bring that to you because he does talk about the seniors who are also being honored tonight. So
and Jonathan Krause here on the pregame show, and we're joined by Hortonville head coach Ben Stump. And Coach, we're 5 games now into the season. How important was it for your boys to be able to play here in the fall, get a season in, especially seniors?
Yeah, we talk about that every day, hammer that point home. Just the fact that we're able to get out here is a blessing. Each week we say it's senior week, a senior night. we're one of the fortunate ones. We've been able to find teams to play us. It's changed quite a bit, but it's any opponent any day is the view there. Just incredibly happy that the seniors are able to get a season in.
Yep. Now tonight it was originally going to be Wausau East. They decided to drop their season on Monday. You were able to find Little Chute on short notice. How does that affect your prep as you get your team ready in the week when teams change in the middle of the week?
Yeah, we've I think it's 9 teams we've prepped for so far in 5 weeks, and more if you include the lower levels. You do everything you can. It's basics, back to basics, alignment, assignment, making sure we know who to block, where they're going to be to the best of our knowledge, and just controlling what we can control. And that's going to practice every day, working on what we know, and doing the best we can and execute on the field.
You mentioned a senior night. Talk a little bit about some of the guys who are in their final home game here tonight and what they meant to the program.
Incredible kids. This year, unlike anything ever. And once that spring hit, our seniors immediately did everything they could. Once we were allowed to get groups together, training, then once things got opened up here, we were fully at 100% participation, and that was really driven by our seniors, their leadership. So we would not be in a position we are right now if we couldn't lean on them so much.
Final question for you here. What do you expect for the Mustangs tonight? What do you need to do to be successful against them?
Sure, good football team. Looks like their starting quarterback's going to be back tonight, the junior. He's dynamic with the football in his hands. We're used to seeing that type of offense. The Twins pro, they run a lot of stuff we do, some stuff that we see in our conference as well. A very good football team. We got to control the ball on offense. We have to make plays. We've struggled here at home, getting the ball, moving around. I don't know what it is there, but and then we got to create some turnovers. But again, they're a very good football team, well coached. We're happy that they agreed to play, and we're excited for the opportunity.
Yeah, we're glad to still have a game to do here tonight.
Got it.
Coach Stump, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
You bet. Thanks for joining us. And we'll have more of the pregame show coming up next. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union High School Football Stream Game of the Week.
As you can tell, I wasn't cold at all while doing that interview with head coach Ben Stump. Chance to thank our sponsor tonight. That is Hain Meats, your local full-service meat market in Kaukauna. They're a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. For all your quality, fresh, choice meat cuts, see our friends Hain Meats. They're located at 600 County Highway KK in Kaukauna, or you can go online to see all of their services at hainmeats.com. Hain Meat Packing, a brand of fine quality. Had a chance to find a couple of scores from tonight. Not a whole lot of action on the Twitter from reporters around the area, but we can tell you that West De Pere does lead Xavier 13-0. That game is in the second quarter, and it is Wrightstown on top of Marinette 21-0 at halftime. So good showing so far tonight by the kids at Wrightstown.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
100 years in business, thousands of construction projects, countless memories, and priceless relationships for which we are eternally grateful. But we're just getting started. The team at Myron Construction thrives on bringing dreams to life, and we're looking forward to the next century of building excellence for our clients, partners, and the community. Because building excellence isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
Hello everybody, Barry Wood, East Wisconsin Savings Bank. Did you know that East Wisconsin Savings Bank has been serving people in our community for over 130 years? With historically low interest rates, now's a great opportunity for you and your family to take advantage and to be able to do things that you might not have been able to do before. At East Wisconsin Savings Bank, we'd love to serve you and your family next.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
I'm Tom Julian from the Julian Strategic Alliance Group. I'm inviting you to have my team help you develop your personal, estate, and business planning goals. Let us put together comprehensive financial strategies for your success in every season of your life. Contact us today to get started. We're right on the CE Trail in Kimberly. We can help you establish retirement income goals, work with you on your asset protection allocation, and guide you on future income growth strategies. I'd like to meet with you to begin the conversation. Call us. Let's get started.
And welcome back in here as we wrap up halftime. And in the Fox Communities Credit Union stream game of the week, it's Little Chute on top of Hortonville, 18-0 as we get ready for third quarter action. Jonathan Kraus and Zach Morris with you here tonight. In case you're wondering, Badgers are up on Illinois 14-7. Illinois just had a scoop and score for a touchdown to cut the deficit. It's kind of weird. You see some of the highlights of the stream online here, and there's absolutely nobody at Camp Randall Stadium tonight for a night game. Here, Hortonville will be getting the ball first in the second half. Just waiting for the interminably long high school football halftime to wrap up. And
but never as long as a regular season homecoming halftime would be.
Actually, we did have homecoming. They had a court. There's no dance, but they did have a court announced.
It's always the band performance that would take forever.
Yeah.
When you're here, the halftime doesn't seem so long. When you're the board op for a radio broadcast, you don't realize how long a half-hour halftime is until it happens.
I'll never forget the first time that they went to the new 2-segment high school halftime. Was doing a game in Chilton. And I'm like, oh, we got a minute left here. Let's bring it back. Okay, hey, welcome back, Jonathan Kraus, yada, yada. Just about ready for the second half action here. And then the clock winds down to 0 and 3 more minutes get put up. And I'm like, now what am I going to talk about?
And other news today.
Tell you what, let's send it back to the studio for a commercial or 8.
As the producer's going, what's going on? I wasn't ready for this. Quick send back.
All right, so Hortonville will have the wind behind their backs to start the third quarter. Nope, now we're running the other way. And Little Chute is looking like, what's going on here? Because obviously they're not kicking off from this 40-yard line. They're kicking off from the other 40-yard line.
And the other situation is they're kicking at the 45 going towards the end zone.
Yeah, you know what? Apparently there was some kind of unsportsmanlike penalty called. I did not see that.
I would assume it's called on, situations played out, has to be on Hortonville.
Obviously. But
was it because they were set up on the other side?
No, I don't think that's, no.
We'll never, I don't know if we'll get the clarification, but it's an interesting situation that you normally, this is the first time I've seen it.
It had to be something coming off the field at the end of the first half. Well, whatever it is, now if you're Little Chute, you've scored.
The onside
yeah,
kick.
Look at this. We got the squib kick setup here. Well, this is fun. Now Hortonville coming up. Remember, a kickoff is a live ball, so if it gets past these guys, Little Chute could run down and recover it deep in the field. The spinner ball, no, that didn't work. That's become the hot thing in the NFL now with the spinner ball, which was the Cowboys against Atlanta.
If your players forget what the rule is, if it's 10 and 15 yards, that's also where it helps out.
But Atlanta made sure it went 10 yards, that's for sure. So that takes 1 second off the clock here to start the third quarter.
In the way the Polar Bears have been doing pretty well in kickoff returns, this is where the average where they have been.
Yeah. I think there was an opportunity to pin a team deep there with a squib kick, but we'll see. Dodd takes the handoff, and they'll give it to Hughes going off the right side across the 35 and out to about the 38-yard line. 4-yard gain on first down.
Maybe 18-0, but this is still plenty of time for Hortonville to run their offense. No reason to adjust too much. Just continue to run your best plays.
18 is that odd number where you start thinking, well, you know what? If we go 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, we can win with a field goal. Start getting all kinds of permutations in your head. 2nd down and 6. This time, pitch Hughes coming to the left side. He's got the first down, and he's out to about the 46-yard line. Left side of the Hortonville offensive line, including Logan Balboa and Bodie Schanhofer, creating some space on that run. So, new set of downs here for the Polar Bears at their own 46-yard line.
2 plays stretching to the sidelines.
And bad snap. Dodd's able to handle it, though. Still looking to throw, and now is brought down all the way back at the 39-yard line. We have seen a number of difficult snaps here both ways tonight.
Start to wonder, he was unable to throw it, and I got to be careful to where you are in the field. You don't want to pick up an intentional grounding to really put your team in a bad situation.
Tate Huss with the sack. Huss also with one of the 3 touchdowns for Little Chute here in the first half. So that makes it 2nd down and 16 now for the Polar Bears, back at their just outside their own 39-yard line. Fake the handoff. Huss is in trouble again, rolling to his right and then escorted out of bounds after a gain of about 1.
Just unable to find anyone open.
Yeah, credit to the Little Chute secondary here. You got Huss on the back end. Also at corner, Jake Wiegman.
He did take his eyes off his receivers because of the pass rush initially to start that play.
Looks like Bennett Jansen has been pressed into a strong safety position there as well. So now 3rd down and 15 for Hortonville. They need to get all the way down to the 44-yard line of Little Chute to get a first down. Straight drop, plenty of time. Now flushed right again. Steps, dangerous pass across the field and almost intercepted. Closing in quickly to knock that one away was Ryan Verstegen.
If you run across your body, it's always the big no-no
Yeah.
you teach your quarterbacks, and even if it was completed to his receiver, it still was going to be short for the first down.
Those have pick 6 written all over them as soon as they're released. So here comes TJ Payne with the punt, and Little Chute putting no one back. They are in full fake mode here. Rugby kick again. Then that one, I don't know if it was blocked or not. It came out kind of odd, and now they're just giving up yards and yards and yards. Yeah. See, Hortonville thinks they get the ball, but they do not. The ball was touched behind the line of scrimmage on the block punt. So it will be Little Chute ball. This, unfortunately, a rule I'm very familiar with, having several punts blocked in high school.
Oh, they wouldn't put me back there. They were smart.
Yeah, the way that came out, I thought maybe someone got a hand on it. So it'll be 1st and 10 now, Little Chute at their own 28-yard line. Continuing to go with Cade Van Asten at quarterback. He'll hand it off. Lamers, who had a big first half, plows ahead for maybe 1 out to the 29.
So now if you're the Mustangs, you start to feel that if you can put up another score here, you're starting to feel that you can slowly start putting this game away.
Yep.
So it shows you how the importance on defense right now for the Polar Bears in this drive.
Also, the clock is your friend here, so as much time as you can run on these possessions. Van Asten will hand it off, and this time the ball carrier is, I believe, Jacob Melendez. Yep, Melendez getting his first touch on the night. A 5'8", 160-pound junior. Brings up a 3rd down and 1. Nice little change up there. Again, Hortonville not seeing tendencies. You see Melendez come in, you think maybe he's probably not going to get the ball. Plowing forward and getting the first down to the 40-yard line. A little slow to get up, but I think he's okay. Stephen Hawk, his 2nd carry on the night. So now all of a sudden we're rotating running backs if you're Little Chute. Lamers, who's been the workhorse tonight, back in on 1st down and 10. And he'll get it. Dances across the 45-yard line. Pickup of just about 5 on first down. Tackle made by Logan Balboa, defensive lineman. 2nd down and 5. Hand off. Big hit in the hole, but still able to pick up about 4 yards. That's Hawk again. And credit the tackle to Ben Bulow for Hortonville. So now it's 3rd down and short again for Little Chute. Don't know if this will be 4-down territory.
This being 4th down would be if you were back in the situation they were when they were trying to get their first score, yes.
Yep. All right, so 2 receivers left. They'll hand it off. Hawk gets the first down across the 45 of Hortonville and down to the 43. And right now it's Little Chute that is playing the power football against Hortonville.
Then again, the way that run looked, maybe it would have been 4th down territory.
New set of downs here for the Mustangs. Handoff. This is Lamers. And not so much running room there, but so much offensive line push that he picks up 3 yards regardless. Bring up a 2nd down and 7.
All that Hortonville has to do is just keep them out of the 10-yard line. Make it be in a situation that you feel that you can at least get this possession stopped. And don't worry about the time. Even if there's 2 minutes left, you're still in a good situation to come back.
Little Chute continuing to rotate their running backs on this. Melendez is the running back, and he'll get the carry. And he's got room across the 35. Fumbles the football. And it would appear that it is recovered by Hortonville. Whoa, big turn of events there. So Little Chute getting pretty much the entire running back core some touches on this drive, and maybe some guys who haven't handled the rock much this year turn it over.
Well, you're putting players in that have really been in the offense this game, and then you add the cold weather. It's hard to hold on to the ball, and especially Hortonville is just trying. That was a big hit delivered, too, which prompted the situation for the fumble.
All right, so let's see if Hortonville's offense can get untracked here. Midway through the 3rd quarter, trailing by 3 touchdowns. Hortonville's biggest fan down in front of us here tonight. So Dodd will work out of the pistol formation. He'll hand it off. Hughes finds a little seam out to about the 32-yard line. Bringing him down from behind was Noah Craig, one of the linebackers, 5'11", 190-pound senior.
Goal opportunity here for the Polar Bears. Getting the ball back, you probably save 2-3 minutes off the clock as well.
Yep. Yeah, that fumble came at the end of a run that would have given Little Chute yet another first down on that drive. This time they'll work out of the offset eye to the right. Little bobble there again by Dodd. Pass too high, incomplete. Intended for Braden Gasser. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 now for Hortonville.
Little Chute's doing a good job. They just feel they're in control of this game with their defense and offense, and now you start to wonder what has to change now for the Polar Bears. And it's just, if they can get a long pass play completed, you start to feel them concerned, okay, we can't focus on the running game, we got to focus on the pass as well.
Hortonville has gone deep, as I remember, just once here so far this evening. Dodd designed rollout this time, and now he is going to chuck one down there, and it is incomplete. Making the adjustment out there was Bennett Jansen on coverage, but wasn't able to bring it in. 4th down, 7, and it looks like Hortonville right now is keeping the offense on the field.
Well, that was the type of play they needed. It just,
nope,
it's
here
tough.
comes the punt crew.
It's tough to do on double coverage.
Is this punt crew? Yes, it is. All right. DJ Payne will drop back. Had his last punt deflected. Rugby style kick again. And a little shoot will let it die at the 34-yard line. Tate Huss had visions of picking it up and taking it back.
I think he was too close for coach's comfort on that bounce.
No, don't.
Two good punts now for Hortonville after the first one was just an awful attempt.
Yep. I will avoid going on my rugby style kicking diatribe that I usually do when I see that. Yeah, what's wrong with just lining up and kicking it?
I've actually met some players that they were better kicking that way than the traditional way.
Lamers bottled up after a short gain on first down.
It's called a lot of trust in your punter to be able to get the fake runs.
Preston Menino in on the tackle. Second down and 9. See, another situation here where the clock has stopped. We were talking with the operator over there, and he says sometimes it does that on the display, but it does continue to run.
As you did see there, 6 seconds just jumped, so it is the board.
Tate Huss taking the handoff this time and a big lick out at about the 40-yard line. Menino again with the tackle. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Mustangs.
Really love to see Melendez get a carry here. He did have a good run, which led to the fumble, but it shows you the energy he does come with coming off the bench on this offense.
Does appear to be the back, and now we've got flags flying. We have too many men. Oh, delay game. Oh, a substitution foul against Little Chute, so that'll back him up. Make it a 3rd down and about 9 now. Thinking we're going to see a fairly conservative play call here now. Up 18 with about 4 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Well, when your team is currently delivering a shutout on your defense, you don't want to do anything that you would go out of your normal routine.
Plus you have wind behind, so that'll help your punter a little bit here. Another situation, I did not see a player come on or a player go off last minute. So Van Asten will drop to throw under pressure and is going to be sacked. Couple of Polar Bears are able to drag him down from behind, and now flags fly, and let's see, because if it's a 15-yard variety, that'll be enough for a 1st down. Let's see who that might have been. Unfortunately, I have a 68 out there for Hortonville, but I don't have a 68 on my roster. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Little Chute. Ooh, so this is big because that 15 yards will take it all the way back to the 16-yard line, and Hortonville pretty much assured of starting on the Little Chute side of the field here for this drive.
Well, on the sack, it was a little rough how he went down to the ground, so you probably had some linemen trying to defend their quarterback, and I'm guessing a little pushing and shoving got a little out of hand, which prompted the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Nathan Ramshack, by the way, in there on the punt or the sack. So Hussin handled the punting duties here.
This will not be a fake, by the way.
Whoa! In fact, it might turn into a safety. Manages to get away from one, and then a little wobbler that suddenly there's no one back to return it. And it'll be down at the 49-yard line. So credit to Tate Huss there for handling the bad snap, avoiding the potential safety, and still getting off a kick.
Now, that's not designed running around. He just had to do it. Fortunate for the Mustangs. That's the best play that play could have worked out.
It did. So you got Hortonville backed up to the 49-yard line.
That's its ultimate coordination. When you have rushers all around you and you're still trying to get that punt off.
Dodd will hand it off. Hughes coming near side. He's got a seam, and he's brought down at about the 42-yard line. Gain of 7 on 1st down. A little closer to 8, so call it 2nd down and 2.
So now the defense for Hortonville is doing their job. They just need the offense to find a play to get them into the end zone.
It's been a defensive battle except for that about 4-minute stretch there at the end of the first half where Little Chute scored, got the 3 and out, scored, got the turnover, scored. Hughes again. This time off right side, and he breaks free. Look out. Inside the 30, still on his feet down to about the 25-yard line. Going to mark him back at the 26. Pick up a 15 on the play for Hughes. Touchdown saving tackle made by Timothy Peters, one of the corners for Little Chute. So Hortonville, this is their second time this far down into Little Chute territory so far tonight. Hughes again near side, getting strung out, able to cut it back inside the 25 and down to about the 23-yard line.
You're starting to feel that this is the drive. If it's going to happen, it's going to work out for Hortonville after that great defensive stop and a couple good runs.
Hughes, by the way, a 5'8", 155-pound senior. Clock rolling down here inside of 2 minutes in the third quarter. Dodd takes the snap. Hughes again, straight ahead. Met in the hole this time, but dragging tacklers down inside the 20. First contact was made by, let's see, his jersey number is all bunched up there. I believe, though, it was Kyle Van de Lygroff, senior defensive lineman, but wasn't able to contain Hughes. Picks up 5 more yards, make it a 3rd down now and 3.
2 plays to get 3 yards.
Yep, definitely 4-down territory the rest of the way here for Hortonville. They're going to swing it out. Hughes out of the slot, this time as a receiver inside the 20, and it's going to be close. No, they're going to mark him about a yard short the way it looks. Just inside the 18-yard line. So it's 4th down and 2 now. Clock moves inside of 1 minute left in the third quarter. A lot of time getting this play in here.
At this point, you're not worried about the end of the quarter. It's just getting this first down.
Yep. 4 receivers set this time. Counts on in the backfield. Blitz. And it hits one of the offensive linemen in the back and falls incomplete. Wow, Little Chute dialing up pressure on 4th and 2 inside the 20-yard line, and it pays off.
And the key point of that play was they were right on that snap. They knew the right cadence because they got right when that ball was snapped, they were already making their way into the backfield.
So a huge defensive stop here by the Mustangs. 3rd time tonight they have forced a 4th and out, or failure on a 4th down conversion inside their own territory.
It appeared to be a screen too, but the situation was that defensive front was just too quick.
Straight ahead. Pickup of about 6 there on 1st down. And that was Brady Maroc. And that will do it for the third quarter of play. Still 18-0, Little Chute on top. Back in 30 seconds, you are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union High School Stream Game of the Week.
With so many auto choices, the hardest part is picking out the one you want. The easiest part is getting an amazing rate on an auto loan from Fox Communities Credit Union. As low as 1.99% for new and used autos for up to 6 years. Have a loan somewhere else? Bring it to Fox, and we may be able to help you pay less. As low as 1.99%. Apply online at foxcu.org so you can put that auto buying experience in your rearview mirror.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Fourth quarter getting underway here in Hortonville as Little Chute is on top, 18-0 over the Polar Bears. Mustangs going into the wind here on a 2nd down and 4. Hack the ball carrier, going to get about 2 of that. Bring up a 3rd down now and a long 2 for the Stangs. Below with the tackle there for Hortonville. Kind of get a feeling this is a pivotal play here in the 4th quarter because if the Mustangs can get another 1st down, bleed another 2.5 minutes off the clock. This time Van Asten will work from under center. Handoff, fighting off the right side, and it's going to be enough for the 1st down as the ball carrier was Melendrez. And he pushes it out to the 30. 1st down for Little Chute.
And a good boost of confidence for him, too. Having the coaching staff trust him and taking that carry, especially what happened last time he had it with the fumble and after a good run, shows you the difference.
2 arms wrapped around that one as he got into the hole. So 1st and 10, Little Chute at their own 30. Handoff, tripped up and brought down is Lamers right at the line of scrimmage. Called his name quite a few times tonight, Ben Bulow, coming up from the linebacker position. Sniffed that one out. 2nd down and 10. Don't forget, next week we will have Wrightstown and Kokona for you here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream. Fumble, Van Asten still doesn't have it. Now a huge pile up. And it will remain Little Chute ball. But they end up losing about 7 or 8 yards on the play. So that'll bring up 3rd down and long. Going to mark it just shy of the 25-yard line. So 3rd and 15. For some reason, I'm thinking this is not going to be a pass.
You love to continue to take some time off, too, so you may want to just keep it on the ground.
Seeing both quarterbacks have to deal with some rough snaps here tonight. They are going to throw, and Van Asten wrapped up, brought down back at the 20-yard line, so another sack. So credit to the Hortonville defense. They've been put in some tough spots here this evening, but they have been able to keep things scoreless in the 2nd half.
And it works out for Little Chute. You may be wondering why they need to try to at least attempt that ball out, get it out, and maybe just survive, save the yards. Hey, time's off the clock.
Yep.
So these 30, 40 seconds could play a big role.
Aiden Halsey with the sack there. So in we got Tate Huss. Handles a much better snap this time. Bounces and will be taken on the bounce. And look out down the left-hand side. There is room as Payne goes out of bounds inside. They're going to mark it right at the 30-yard line. Best starting field position of the night for Hortonville. But each time, Little Chute has answered on the defensive side here tonight. .45, so if you're Hortonville, you're still looking at a 3-possession game. See if they decide to go over the quick strike here.
They're starting to show more openness to a deep passing attack every possession.
See if Little Chute dials up pressure here again, playing on the short field. And we got a false start. One of the receivers on the near side decided to get a head start. So that takes a little bit of the momentum away. And all of a sudden you're looking at a 1st and 15 for the Polar Bears. They'll send 2 receivers to each side this time, 1 back in the backfield. Dodd, little play fake, Then the pass is batted at the line of scrimmage and still is completed. Defensive end got a hand on that one, changed the trajectory, but the receiver was able to make the adjustment, TJ Payne. So it's a pickup of 7. Now things are manageable again. 2nd down and 8.
Can only imagine the mini heart attack all the Polar Bear fans have. When that ball gets tipped, you have no idea what the possibility of the outcome could be.
Not sure what just happened at Camp Randall, with the Badgers scored 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of the first half. It's 28-7. Bad snap again. Dodd is forced to dive on this one. And this is where I'm required to say I don't understand why quarterbacks don't take snaps under center anymore. Loss of about 12 yards on the play. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 18 now for Hortonville. And this is 4-down territory, down 3 scores.
The last 2 plays have worked out perfectly for the Mustangs. Time was taken off because the pass was caught.
Yep.
Now you have this situation.
Usually you look to try to get at least half, maybe 10 yards in a situation like this, so it's 4th and manageable. Change one of their receivers. Blitz, picked up, Dodd underneath. And this, that is Strange, or check that, Below out to the 30, so they get the yardage lost that they had on the bad snap, and will bring up a 4th down and 10. From the Little Chute 30.
More manageable.
Yep. Ben Below's had a great game, both sides of the ball. Two receivers to the boundary side. Little Chute will drop into coverage. Pass far side, tipped away and incomplete. And again, the Little Chute defense holds on a 4th down in their own territory.
Pass just a little bit too high for the intended receiver.
That was TJ Payne. Payne looks like he's hobbling just a little bit as well there. So things get turned around, and now it's Little Chute 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. And now you're on the 4-minute drill here. Just take time off the clock, hold on to the football, and you should be going home with a victory tonight.
For the Polar Bears, you'd like to get a stop at least within the next 2 set of downs for time.
We'll see if maybe they dial up some run blitzes here, shoot some gaps. A lot of movement along the defensive line there. 9 men in the box. Handoff, look out. Lamers out across the 45 and taking tacklers down to about the 47-yard line.
It appears all the gaps that Hortonville went to go fill, Jay just forgot the main one.
Yep. But again, kudos tonight to the Little Chute offensive line. They are the smaller of the two, matching up against the Hortonville defensive line, but they have been able to open some holes here tonight.
You can beat strength with quickness.
Yep. So those guys include Jackson Wiegand, the center, Matthew Jansen at right guard, Cannon Kirkner. And now we're getting the count in the backfield. And a snap under center. I like that. Hawk off the left side, across, or right side, excuse me, across the 50 and out to about the 49-yard line. Gain of 4 on 1st down. That'll make it 2nd down and 6. Clock winding down on 6 minutes in this one. In case you're wondering, Van Asten is looking at the back judge, and the back judge gives the 5-second count when there's 5 seconds left on the play clock. Handoff. This time, Lamers is met in the hole and drilled down for no gain.
It's the high school version of the play clock.
Yep.
We'll extend the view so you can see it. So I'm guessing this play is going to be the same situation. You're
Pretty much, yeah.
Take it down to the final seconds.
Don't forget, next week It will be Kokona and Wrightstown here on the video stream game. I haven't seen Wrightstown in a couple of years, but I assume they're still running the T formation. I know Matt Binsfeld left. That was his pet. Straight drop. Van Asten, little dump pass. Oh, and a broken tackle will result in a first down. Taking it down the right side, Bennett Jansen, one of the backup fullbacks, who gets free out in the flat, and the key there was the broken tackle. Just like that, Little Chute inside the 30-yard line, and an opportunity to wind at least another 2 minutes off the clock if they hang on to the ball.
And that's why that first down is just costly for the Polar Bears. You're looking at getting the ball back around 4:40 left. Now you're hoping with possibly 3:30.
Inverted wishbone. Handoff. This one is to Hack, and he's able to get it maybe a 2-yard pickup. Hortonville deciding not to use their timeouts here as well.
I think it's more of expecting how this set of downs works, because you'd like to get a quick score and kick it back to Little Chute. You'll need timeouts for that.
So Van Asten will keep an eye on the back judge again, run as much clock as possible here. Should be able to take it down to about 5:10 the way it looks. This time it's Melendez, and he's off the right-hand side for about 4 yards, and now Hortonville will take a timeout. Their first one here in the second half. So why don't we take one as well? We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game here on the stream tonight, and we would like to thank our friends at Hain Meats for his sponsorship this evening. Hain Meats is your local full-service meat market in Kaukauna. For all your quality, fresh, choice meat cuts, see our friends at Hain Meats, 600 County Highway KK in Kaukauna, or go online to see all their services at hainmeats.com. Hain Meat Packing, a brand of fine quality. So pretty much the ball game riding on this very next play, as Little Chute will be coming out looking at a 3rd down and 4. Although I guess it would be pretty safe to assume this is 4-down territory for them as well, if for no other reason to run another 20-some seconds off the clock. Inverted wishbone, handoff. Lamers, and he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. Brought down just shy of the 20, and now Hortonville will take another timeout.
Now you're looking at the play of the game for Hortonville to keep us alive.
This is the biggest play of the game since the last play of the game. Just started third quarter there at Camp Randall tonight. Badgers up 28-7. That's why I'm in a better mood. I'm in a good mood tonight. Got my team winning. We Joey D for next week's game? Okay, so Joey
Correct.
D and Zach will be the ones on that Kaukauna Wrightstown game. So, like I was mentioning there, if Wrightstown's still running the T formation, and then Kaukauna is full spread, it's the 1940s versus the 2010s.
And that's what you get with these nice matchups that with the schools that opted in. You're getting matchups you just never really would think. At least within the last 12, 14 years, you never would expect Little Chute and Hortonville. Now, the fact that it has been a long tenured rivalry, but you don't think about it because you just think of the last 14 years.
Yep. You know who I missed this season? Appleton East. Running the triple option, wing T. Oh, man. Those are the best games in the world. Run, 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 run. That's the end of the first quarter. So here we go, 4th and short. And it's going to be Hack who gets it, and he's going to take it all the way to the house. Touchdown. So our first points of the second half, it's Little Chute pounding one in to make it 24-0. And we have an injured player in behind the play. Can't tell who that is. Is that Weingard? Looks like an ankle injury of some kind. Might be Andrew Rohde, one of the wide receivers out there. So now, more than likely, Little Chute will be going for 2. They're 0 for 1 on attempted regular extra points so far tonight. And he's up and is heading off. Actually, that is Tate Huss, who himself has had a nice game tonight. Scored a touchdown, broken up a couple of passes, made a touchdown-saving tackle, handled a bad snap as a punter inside his own end zone. And they're going to try the conventional extra point. Trevor DeBruyne is trying this one. High snap, kick is away, and it is good. 25-0 Little Chute on top. We'll take a quick break. You are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenge. A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence. A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Kickoff bounces off one of the up men before Hughes is able to take it. Tries to sprint along the near side out to the 41-yard line. So good starting field position for Hortonville, but they have their work cut out for them as they trail now. Oh, should probably get that corrected score up there. It is 25-0 right now in favor of Little Chute. So we'll start first and 10 here at their own 42-yard line. Dodd is still in at quarterback. Go 3 receiver set this time. Straight drop, has time. Pass incomplete. Intended for Aiden Leist.
Passes have just been a little bit off all game so far for the Polar Bears.
I'm trying to think. I haven't been able to keep stats here tonight, but I believe they've only completed 2 or 3 passes. And one of them was tipped.
One was tipped. They had a good first down catch, and that's all I can remember.
Yeah. Dodd straight drop. Plenty of time here as Hortonville, Little Chute. Oh, big hit, separating the ball as well. Wow. Flag is down as taking the shot was Braden Gasser on the completed catch. And a flag is down. Whew.
I believe the hit caused a penalty.
Yeah, I think it was Bennett Jansen who delivered the shot, but I did not see helmet-to-helmet contact. I mean, he hit him right in the middle of the chest.
Now, was it in the head area? Now, it was. It looked like a wicked hit.
We've got a lengthy conference going on here right now, but I did not see contact to the head. I mean, that was right between the numbers. So let's see. Wow. Yep, there is going to be the personal foul. All right. So big change there because the fumble gets wiped away, and it'll be 1st and 10 now for Hortonville into Little Chute territory, 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Again, one of those situations where it'd be nice if we had a little bit of replay here because that was not a personal foul.
Off the pure sound, it may sound somewhere near it.
Trips right this time for the Polar Bears. Clock stopped here with 3.5 minutes left to go. Dodd straight drop. Comes near side, pass is dropped. Oh.
Now, it's going to look like a situation if you're Little Chute where you could just, it was just some incidental contact after the play. I believe the foul is going to, the penalty will be because he had time when he saw the drop pass to at least avoid the massive contact.
Please note my silence after the second consecutive personal foul playing football penalty. So with back-to-back 15-yard penalties, Hortonville will be, actually Little Chute's going to take a timeout here, and I think Coach Ford just wants to settle the kids down here and tell them, hey, let's keep our heads in the game. So why don't we take a 30-second break here as well. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union Stream Game of the Week.
Hello everybody, Barry Wood, East Wisconsin Savings Bank. Did you know that East Wisconsin Savings Bank has been serving people in our community for over 130 years? With historically low interest rates, now's a great opportunity for you and your family to take advantage and to be able to do things that you might not have been able to do before. At East Wisconsin Savings Bank, we'd love to serve you and your family next.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
All right, back here in Hortonville, where after back-to-back personal foul penalties against Little Chute, Hortonville has it 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line of the Mustangs. Dodd straight drop, has plenty of time. This time the pass is caught, and it is being pulled down. Payne at about the 15-yard line. Gain of 8. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 2. Clock continues to roll. Hortonville has 1 timeout left, trailing by 25. Two to the right. Dodd looking that way, and the pass is caught inside the 5, but unable to stretch out and get into the end zone as Leist brings up a 1st and goal, though, for Hortonville as they look for their first points on the night. Clock set back in motion here as the stick is reset.
Obviously the best chance now for the Polar Bears to get some points on the board.
Yep. Sure, Little Chute defense was told just make sure we can get out of here. Handoff off the left side, and stumbling into the end zone for the touchdown goes Gabe Concepcion, a 5'9", 175-pound sophomore. And Hortonville is on the board here for the first time tonight, making it 25-6 with 2:20 left to go in the contest.
Means a lot for teams to avoid a shutout. I mean, when it comes down to that, I mean, there's pride in having a shutout, but there's also a lot more pride to avoid the shutout.
Extra point is good. So make it 25-7 now here on the Fox Communities Credit Union Stream Game of the Week. Back in 30 seconds.
Hello everybody, Barry Wood, East Wisconsin Savings Bank. Did you know that East Wisconsin Savings Bank has been serving people in our community for over 130 years? With historically low interest rates, now's a great opportunity for you and your family to take advantage and to be able to do things that you might not have been able to do before. At East Wisconsin Savings Bank, we'd love to serve you and your family next.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
Onside kick coming up here, I'm sure, by Hortonville as they have trimmed the deficit to 18. Still a 3-possession game. Drew Klein is a place kicker for Hortonville. He'll be the one with the pink shoes. About to boot it. You think those are special for October, or are those his regular kicks?
We're going to find out.
Standard setup here on the tee. And he will just bounce one into the line. It's still loose. And it looks like Hortonville may have recovered. And it is polar rare ball. So here we go. Hortonville managing to extend the game. Getting the onside kick recovery.
Well, you get one, and you feel that you could easily do it again.
Yep. Went fairly traditional on that one as well. We didn't see the little spin kick. So it'll be Dodd in quarterback again.
People are confused what the traditional kick is anymore because with the in the professional level, you cannot have the run-up.
That's correct.
Which changes the whole complexion of how an onside kick works, which brought the birth of the spinning kick.
All right, so here we go. 2 receivers to the near side as Dodd works out of the pistol. He'll come near side now. Plenty of time, but underthrows his intended receiver. That was Hughes he was looking for. 2nd down and 10. Right now, the real enemy for Hortonville is the clock. Just 2:12 left to go and still down by 18.
You need 3 scores. You're in the situation where you're going to need at least a minute for 2. You spend 30 seconds on each score drive if you can get some nice passes.
Yep.
So if you can score without a minute 20, you could start to feel the momentum. But on that previous drive, it was aided by 2 huge penalties by Little Chute.
5 down lineman here and another false start. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 15. Clock remains stopped with 2:11 left to go.
And when Little Chute had that timeout a couple of plays ago, I'm pretty sure Coach Evers told all his players, whatever you do, avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties because this is the last thing we need.
Yep.
Aiding a comeback.
Yes. Wrap him up and then gently take him to the ground.
Keep your helmet nowhere near the tackle.
Now we got more whistles. Hey, notice that's a big dude over on the other side there. So what's going on? Oh, trainer's needed on the far sideline. So he'll jog on over. I know they had taken, who was that? Huss off there at the end of the last offensive possession for Little Chute. Dodd under pressure. Mustangs bringing pressure as well. And he will get out of bounds at about midfield. So that will bring up a 3rd down and about 12 here for Hortonville. Still got 2:03 left to go. We had been on a very nice pace for this game and then started to drag a little bit here at the end. Dodd will shift his back to the right side here. Looks left, now comes back right. Pass is incomplete. Intended again for Leist. Stops clock with exactly 2 minutes left to go. And it brings up a 4th down and 12. So if Hortonville's going to have a chance here, they will have to convert on this one.
And that's a struggle for a lot of teams where you're so focused on the time, you forget the down, the fact that you could get the 4th down pretty quickly.
Tom Brady. Oh, it's 4th down? Trips to the near side on this formation as Dodd has time. Lofts middle, intercepted. Pass is picked off, and going back the other way is Hunter Hermes. And that will do it. Little Chute coming in here tonight and getting a nice win over the larger school, Hortonville, in a matchup that was created literally 4 days ago because of Wausau East cancellation. And we have one of the Little Chute assistant coaches up here before the game, and he said his kids were really, really excited for this opportunity to play tonight. So,
and that's what it is, especially for teams where you lose your opponent who you're supposed to play. You're in a shortened season already.
Yeah.
Any opponent you'll grab this to be able to play.
Yep. Little Chute, by the way, was supposed to be playing Denmark tonight. And now we got more whistles. Timeout, Little Chute. Oh, Little Chute came out. I don't think they had a quarterback. Yeah, Van Asten's out there. They only had 10. My team is on the field. Don't forget, next week we will have more high school football action for you, as it will be the Wrightstown Tigers against Kaukauna. Both teams came into tonight's action undefeated. We were at Kaukauna last week. Unfortunately, couldn't get the game up on YouTube. But
we were there.
Yes,
physically.
we were there. And Kaukauna just destroyed Wisconsin Lutheran. First down run here. Again, Hortonville does have one timeout. No, they do not have any timeouts left. One more carry for Lamers. Surprised we're not going to kneel down here. And Van Asten will watch for the 5-second countdown from the back judge. Handoff, Hack up the middle to about the 37-yard line as we go under 1 minute to play.
Some teams just love to just run out the clock, then just kneel it down just to show that you're going to go down fighting.
Run your stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
This probably should be the last play of the game as we wind under 30 seconds. Another carry for Melendez. He breaks through. He's inside the 25 and down to about the 24-yard line. First down will stop the clock momentarily until they get the sticks set. And that should do it. We got some guys running onto the field here, but I don't think they're going to run a play. That'll do it. Our final score tonight, Little Chute 25, Hortonville 7. We'll take a break, wrap things up here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
100 years in business, thousands of construction projects, countless memories, and priceless relationships for which we are eternally grateful. But we're just getting started. The team at Myron Construction thrives on bringing dreams to life, and we're looking forward to the next century of building excellence for our clients, partners, and the community. Because building excellence isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
Hello everybody, Barry Wood, East Wisconsin Savings Bank. Did you know that East Wisconsin Savings Bank has been serving people in our community for over 130 years? With historically low interest rates, now's a great opportunity for you and your family to take advantage and to be able to do things that you might not have been able to do before. At East Wisconsin Savings Bank, we'd love to serve you and your family next.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
I'm Tom Julian from the Julian Strategic Alliance Group. I'm inviting you to have my team help you develop your personal, estate, and business planning goals. Let us put together comprehensive financial strategies for your success in every season of your life. Contact us today to get started. We're right on the CE Trail in Kimberly. We can help you establish retirement income goals, work with you on your asset protection allocation, and guide you on future income growth strategies. I'd like to meet with you to begin the conversation. Call us. Let's get started.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Communities mean everything to Fox. It's in our name. It means giving back and moving forward through life's changes. It means evolving to give you the best personalized financial services. Fox has been here since 1937. Times have changed, but our focus hasn't. It's about our members, today and always. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen. With so many auto choices, the hardest part is picking out the one you want. The easiest part is getting an amazing rate on an auto loan from Fox Communities Credit Union. As low as 1.99% for new and used autos for up to 6 years. Have a loan somewhere else? Bring it to Fox, and we may be able to help you pay less. As low as 1.99%. Apply online at foxcu.org so you can put that auto buying experience in your rearview mirror.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Great job by Little Chute coming up. They've been struggling early on, but
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Our game on Friday night will feature the Wrightstown Tigers taking on
Hello
the
everybody,
Kaukauna
Barry
Galloping
Wood,
Ghosts.
East Wisconsin Savings
Pre-game
Bank.
at 6:50,
Did you know
kickoff
that
at
East
7 o'clock.
Wisconsin Savings Bank
Hopefully
has
it's a
been
little bit
serving people
warmer
in our
for Zach
community
next
for
week
over
and Joey D.
130 years?
And again, as always, we
With
appreciate
historically
you
low
joining
interest
us
rates,
for
now's a
tonight's
great
contest.
opportunity
Again, the
for you
final,
and
Little
your
Chute
family to
25,
take
Hortonville
advantage
7.
and to be
You've been
able to
watching
do
the
things
Fox
that you
Communities
might not
Credit
have been
Union
able to do before.
video stream game
At East
of the
Wisconsin
week.
Savings
Have a
Bank, we'd
great
love to serve
weekend,
you and your
everybody.
family